If you're on the hunt for a mid-sized SUV, I'd bet good money the Honda CR-V is somewhere on your short list. But, trying to find actual confirmed details on the upcoming 2027 model, it can easily lead you down a massive rabbit hole of internet fiction. So today we're relying strictly on the hard data. We're going to separate the rumors from reality and break down exactly what's confirmed for the US market when it comes to powertrains, pricing, and tech.
First up, a ground-up redesign for 2027. Now, you might have seen a ton of swirling internet rumors claiming this vehicle is getting a massive overhaul. So we really need to address the elephant in the room right off the bat.
The folks over at Cars Direct made a brilliant point that perfectly illustrates why we need to treat those total redesign claims with some serious skepticism. They noted that, quote, Honda hasn't officially announced a next-gen CR-V. A full redesign is more likely around 2027-28 based on the typical update cycle. And honestly, based on Honda's historical patterns, a true blank sheet redesign is way more likely to land around 2028. So until Honda actually comes out and says otherwise, just expect the 2027 model to be a continuation of the current generation. Basically, don't hold your breath for a totally new chassis just yet.
3 confirmed powertrain options. With those redesign rumors officially debunked, let's transition over to the hard facts and see exactly what is confirmed under the hood.
Honda is clearly hedging its bets here to cover just about every type of driver, giving you 3 really distinct choices. First up, you've got the standard 1.5-liter turbo. That's your reliable, traditional workhorse, pushing about 190 horsepower. Then there's the beefier option, a 2.0-liter hybrid that steps it up to 204 horsepower. And finally, if you're the ultimate eco-focused driver, there's a plug-in hybrid fuel cell version sitting at 174 horsepower. 0 to 60 performance. Now, the absolutely crucial point is how these different powertrains actually translate to on-road acceleration. Because horsepower on a spec sheet is one thing, right? But how does it actually feel when you put your foot down? Breaking down the speed hierarchy really puts it into perspective. When you need to merge onto a busy highway, the 2.0-liter hybrid is definitively your speed demon of the bunch. It clocks 0 to 60 in about 7.1 to 8 seconds. The 1.5-liter turbo trails just slightly behind that, hitting it in 8.1 to 8.7 seconds. And then, while taking a much more leisurely pace, is the plug-in fuel cell at a flat 9 seconds. So you're getting some incredible alternative energy benefits with that one for sure, but you are literally sacrificing straight-line acceleration to get it. Expected pricing and trims. Knowing the speed is great and all, but let's move to what this actually means for your wallet. Honestly, this is arguably the most important factor if you're waiting around for this 2027 model. $31,000. Yep, you can expect the starting price to anchor right around that $31,000 to $32,000 mark for the base models, which frankly keeps the entry barrier incredibly accessible for the midsize SUV segment, at least before you start piling on the premium features. Of course, if you want to upgrade, there are some pretty clear step-ups. The EXL trim, which packs in all those highly desired premium comfort features, is expected to be right around $36,000. And if you're eyeing that top-tier Sport L hybrid experience, well, that's going to push your budget to just under the $40,000 mark. So you're looking at roughly a $9,000 spread from the absolute base model all the way to the premium setup. Tech and design outlook. Finally, let's wrap up this spec breakdown by looking at what to expect inside the cabin regarding the technology and the overall vibe. Since Honda just rolled out a major infotainment overhaul last year, you really shouldn't expect any massive tech shifts or interior design revolutions for 2027. It's essentially a carryover year for technology. However, following standard industry practices, you should absolutely expect a slight bump in the overall price tag to account for minor tweaks and, just standard inflation. A perfected formula or just a placeholder for 2028? Would you wait?
Knowing that 2027 is really about refinement rather than a full-on revolution, you kind of have to ask yourself a tough question. Is the 2027 Honda CR-V, this highly polished version of a proven formula, worth buying right now? Or are you better off holding your breath and saving your budget for the true next-generation redesign anticipated in 2028? Basically, what's it going to be? Today's perfection or tomorrow's revolution? Let me know what you think.